Good evening, ladies and gents. Back with another race. Me and Glitchcat here in the booth.
Hello there.
Dragonfeeney versus Tempo Trihex. Should be an awesome race.
Yeah, really looking forward to this. Both very, very talented players, and I'm looking forward to some good moves.
Both super tight in the rankings. Both have 3 wins, 4 losses. I guess after today, Tempo Trihex has 4 wins and 4 losses. Feeney taking 1 round win against the Beast last round. Should be a good match.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see this. Trihex, obviously a very seasoned speedrunner, versus Dragonfeeney, who hasn't really speedrun, but has spent a lot of time with Mario Maker and this kind of thing. And I'm interested to see how their styles compare and contrast.
Yeah, absolutely. Trihex been changing up his strategy. That's made a big impact on his play in this tournament, so it will be good to see if that keeps paying off for him. The end in sight there for Feeney.
Yeah, that's really good fortune. Good fortune for Feeney to get that on-off level, quick one right at the beginning.
Yeah, definitely makes you feel good when you can start off with a quick clear. Trihex blowing through this wall. Finds himself a catsuit.
Ooh, really nice dive, getting that one tile landing. And Feeney gets her first level. She's got one.
Feeney taking an early lead.
What is this room Trihex is in? I think they put every boss in the game in
Madness. Fortunately, he's got every power up in the game too, so hopefully he can pull it out.
Yeah, he wants to get a quick clear here because notice the power up animation is always slowing him down a little bit. So even though that's not taking seconds off the in-game time, it is taking seconds off the 15 minutes he has to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. Feeney with a 20-second speedrun here.
I like this Feeney's level's use of the spike helmet to clear the way and kill enemies that are falling down on your head.
Plus, you gotta love watching him run through a wave like that. Miss the P-switch, but she can get through with that raccoon tail, that leaf. Trihex still looking for a key, and he finally finds it.
Trihex making good use of those cat dives. You move a little bit faster when you're in the cat dive state, and so as he's just running along those horizontals, he just is diving to save himself a little bit of time.
Feeney struggling to hit that P-switch. Trihex with his first clear time things up. And Feeney's had enough with this speedrun, she's gonna skip.
Yeah. Sometimes those quick speedrun levels can be pretty devious because there's some very hard trick. And even though it's only 20 seconds, to figure out how to line it up right in that moment can be very difficult.
Yeah, especially if there's a tight timer. Even if you execute really well, you might end up, not being able to convert. Both trying to find a level that suits them.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting position for both of them to be in right now. Okay, Feeney kind of changing it a little bit, but they were both kind of starting a level at the same time. And that's interesting because no one player is out ahead, that they both have the same amount of knowledge about their particular level that they're on.
Yeah, definitely true. Trihex has a 1-minute 30-second record. He's going to play through this.
You got to think Trihex might be looking for some cheese the way he's trying to jump up on those thwomps. Specifically in 3D World, the thwomps are solid on top. They don't hurt you, so getting up on their heads and riding them up to a higher area is usually a good way to look for cheese.
Absolutely. Trihex on top of the thwomps, but he can't get through. He's got to run it. Getting those one-ups.
I like this level. I like this level Feeney's on. It's kind of this. Maybe she skips it. Probably rightly so if that was going to suck up a lot of time. But it was just an interesting level with the little series of little mini rooms, and you kind of have to solve the mini challenge. Oh, and check out Trihex too, going for the over-the-top cheese with that to see if he can just skip that whole section. It looked like that worked out for him.
Absolutely.
Ooh, really nice ground pound cancels there too to maintain his position vertically, so he didn't run up against that blue spike wall. He ground pounds to just stop any horizontal momentum.
Trihex getting a checkpoint. Now I saw another checkpoint that he hasn't gotten. Hopefully it's one that he was able to skip. Otherwise, he's got a lot of level ahead of him.
Ooh, that was a rough squish. He invested a lot of time in that. That kind of probably felt bad to skip. That was a tough spot to be in.
Probably the right decision though.
Feeney too getting caught up on the auto scroll. It's not really an auto scroll, but with the moving platform that you have to stick with, it's essentially a forced auto scroll. Both of them kind of stuck in levels that are taking a little bit of time.
Yep, for sure. Just some quick stats. Trihex, average clears per round, 5.4. Feeney, 4.4. However, both have been increasing their average clears pretty steadily. In the last 15, Trihex is at 5.6, Feeney at 5.4. 5.0. Feeney with the skip.
Trihex looks like he's got a pretty traditional feeling SMB3 level here. Going for the bomb excavation in the wall on the right. It's a cool thing about Super Mario Brothers, or rather Super Mario Maker 2. If the whole wall is filled in on the right, the camera won't scroll past that wall until you actually bomb it and blow it up. So you have to be checking, like Trihex is, for extra walls and things that might move the camera.
Feeney was on a level there that had no clears, probably making the right decision skipping it after taking a look. Life count getting a little low too. Got to be careful. Doesn't want to get that, that game over and dropping down.
Yeah, kind of a low-scoring match so far, as both the players are searching for a level that fits their style. But yeah, Feeney definitely with those 4 lives has to be a little bit more careful than Trihex right now with 11. She doesn't want to lose that one clear that she's got. Picking up an easy, quick level here that would give her some 1-ups would be ideal.
Absolutely. Trihex finally skipping that level. Taking a little too much time and a few too many deaths. Moving into a frozen cave. 24-second record. He's going to play through that. Feeney taking the time to boo. Doing us all a favor so none of us run into that hot garbage in the future.
Thanks, Fiend. She was in a tough situation there with those Hammer Brothers and Small Mario. That is, even though you kind of know the trajectory of those hammers, they always just seem to trick you in one way or another.
Yeah.
Trihex getting the checkpoint, that'll give him a little bit of safety. He has a few lives to mess with too. He has he just lost 1, so he's got 8 right now. So he can maybe afford to take a couple of deaths, especially with that checkpoint saving a little bit of his progress.
Yeah, absolutely. Feeney finding her way through this level pretty quickly, hoping that she is almost near the end. She sunk a little bit of time in here.
Feeney remembering to actually hit the stack of munchers with that POW block instead of just throwing it on the ground. By hitting the stack, she ensured that the 2 high stacks of munchers, that both of them died. Otherwise, it would have just left one on the ground, and she would have been able to get through.
That hurts. Feeney with that jump just missed the top of the snake block. Eating some spikes. Trihex still trying to move through this level. Spending a little bit of time on it. Hopefully he's nearing the end.
Hey,
there it is.
Hey. You commentator cursed him backwards.
Yeah, I gave him good luck for once. The one time the commentators don't ruin the runner's game. Trihex taking that lead. 6 minutes remain. Anybody's match. Low clears so far.
Yeah. Feeney's in a decent position to match that second clear, though, because she has a lot of knowledge about this level, and she's willing to commit to it, as opposed to starting something fresh and then having to match that second clear.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, Trihex with the new soup speedrun. Oh, man. Trihex is pretty good at these. He's built some, and he's cleared a lot of tough ones. I imagine he might be wanting to stick with this.
Interesting mechanic he's got You gotta destroy those blocks and drop those munchers. If he misses even one, that's the end of the run for him.
Yeah, trihex looking for some cheese. I was wondering if he would try this. Oh, I thought maybe he was going to try to go up through the space instead of run all the way to the right and come around. He would just try to jump up through the space that got created. Maybe there was something blocking him. I might not be aware.
Yeah, maybe another row of munchers up there at the top. Feeney finally taking out this Bowser, hoping this is going to lead her to the tape.
That jump from trihex, though, just going right.
Oh,
he knew he had the wall jump up there. He saw it right as he was dying.
Boo in the level. That's painful. As the water rises, realizing that the end might be right there at the beginning.
Man, a boo on your Mario Maker level from someone as kind and wholesome as Feeney, those hurt. You know, you feel that.
That
if
really
Feeney
says
your
something
level,
about your
gosh,
level.
there's something wrong.
Oof. Trihex falling right through that gap.
That's a tough kind of level for Trihex to navigate. The pathfinding is a little bit weird. You're not just going straight. Like, for example, when he's wall jumping up that section, he can't necessarily see the on-off switch that's coming up above him, or he can't see where the camera is going to take him vertically, and that can be a lot harder to read in a blind situation than horizontal movement.
And he makes it through. 3 clears. Had to avoid the top there for those spikes. Feeney back at the beginning of this level. Small Mario now so she can get through that gap.
No way!
There it is. Oh, that hurt.
Oh, my word. That was something else. If only she would have known right at the beginning. Oh, my gosh.
Painful to think how many lives she had to sink into learning that, too. Now she's down to 1 life. Gotta be extra careful. Trihex with the skip. Doesn't know where that key is. 3 minutes left. It's 3-2. I mean, they're tight enough that it really is anyone's game still at this point.
Yeah, Feeney needs to be really careful. Really careful not to lose that life, because coming back from 1 level is way different than 2. Really smart move there, though, stacking those springs on the munchers to make it easier to get through that area. Smart play.
She's got plenty of time on the clock. She's playing it careful. Oh, Trihex. Struggling with these on-offs.
This is tough for Feeney right now. She doesn't know where this is going to take her.
Oh,
wow. That
perfect timing on the skip. Saved herself.
Wow, yeah, that was the next best thing to beating that level, was getting that skip before losing that life. That was a quick reaction.
Trihex thinks about playing this level, and then he says, no thanks, bye-bye.
That might have been the best skip that I've ever seen in a match. That was clutch.
Definitely the right moment. Trihex sees the end, has to get through all of those piranha plants. Feeney needed that bomb. And now she's stuck.
Nice dodge on that thwomp from Trihex. He saw it coming to the right, and he did the only thing he could, jump up in that moment.
Trihex has his fire flower, knows where the end is. And damage boost through it instead of shooting him.
Classic speedrun optimization right there. Leave it to Trihex for that one.
4 clears to 2, and this is looking like Trihex was probably going to take round 1 here. 56 seconds on the record for Feeney.
Feeney has really been hanging on to this final life, and I've really got to applaud that.
Yeah, very impressive, her ability to not lose it.
If you can't win, at least don't die.
Yeah.
I think Feeney's checking for keys in these boxes right now.
Found one right there.
There it is.
28 seconds left. Looks like Trihex has a one trick shell jump level. Definitely he has the ability to pull this off. Oh, and I cursed him. Commentator curse.
They changed shell jumps a little bit between the Mario makers. In fact, every version of Mario that you play where you can hold shells has a shell jump, and they all have different timing. So it can be really tough to
And
adjust.
that's the end. Trihex taking that first round 4-2 over Feeney. Feeney clutches out right after the time's up. And here we go, moving on to round 2. Everybody here in chat, can we get y'all to drop some love for the racer that you're cheering for, Feeney and Trihex?
I'm just rooting for fun. And it's winning.
There you go. It is winning. Seeing lots of love, seeing a couple boths.
I'm interested to see if lives will be a factor in this match again. Both players kind of running their lives down a little bit. I'm curious to see if they're going to kind of change up the style a little bit and maybe think twice about throwing a couple lives away, or if they're just going to pursue the same strat.
Now, here's an interesting thing. Feeney's level had a minute 13 record. She skipped Trihex a minute 11, and he played through.
I think a motivating factor for Feeney probably was the dark spotlight level, whereas Trihex just has to do what appears to be a bunch of jumps between cranes. That darkness is really hard to trust. It's sometimes like a minute level could be good if it doesn't have a bunch of bad stuff. You kind of like, you're looking at the time, but you're also considering the elements in the level and what's it likely to give you.
True that, and those dark levels tend to be filled with trolls. So,
even normal
good
stuff.
Good insight from a runner. That's true. Feeney through the pipe.
Yeah, the last time she wanted, you have to break through at a particular spot, and she lining up with the ice blocks now.
Okay,
to get into the pipe.
Indicator.
If you go down the wrong column, you're not going to be able to get over to the right. Trihex now with the superstar underwater, that's going to help him catch up a little bit in time.
With a spiny helmet, a shellmet and everything.
It is the best feeling when you're in a match like this and you get, you get into a room just like Trihex did and you get all those power-ups. You just, yes, I am king of the world now. It's such
I've got at least 20 seconds where I'm not going to die.
Yeah.
Or whatever, 5 seconds.
I can make a mistake.
Oh, man.
Nice beetle ride from Feeney. Yeah, that was great. Ducking under those spikes that the flying spinies are shooting out. It looks like she wants to just keep taking that beetle. Yep.
Made friends with the beetle.
Yeah, these beetles work the same way they do in classic Mario 3, where they're rising if you're standing on them, and if you jump, you can get them to lower a little bit. Way to see that goal before she took another hit.
Taking an early lead here. Trihex waiting on these spinies. Ooh. This is another interesting one,
Wow. Oh my gosh. This section that Trihex has to swim through right now. The play might be to try to kill some of the bloopers and get them out of the way, but looks like he just wants to shoot through that gap. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. I hope he gets it. Nice job. That was a great swim.
True. Second time.
He deserved that, man. I'm clapping for that a little bit. That was great. Nice job. Very clutch.
Great plan from Trihex.
Oh no,
Feeney just misses that spiked up.
That was the sad break for Feeney. She was just a block away from landing on that blue spike top. It's always sad when you die and they give you the squiggly effects or the laugh effect. Like they knew, like ha ha ha.
Makes you really curse a creator.
Feeney probably right to skip that level where you had to reach the goal as Fire Mario, because levels like that where you have to have a certain power up could be like a one-hit kill. They give you a fire at the beginning and then that's it. So it's actually a really dangerous level because you can get really invested in it and then lose immediately. You want levels that give you a little bit of safety, either let you have a power up, let you make mistakes. The more a level forces you to not make any mistakes, the less ideal it is for this kind of a match, no matter how long it is.
Yeah, definitely true. And Feeney bouncing on this Piranha Plants 2 victory, taking her second clear, retaking the lead.
Maybe trihex was thinking about maybe trying to YOLO jump that that gap on the right, but it looks like he's playing it a little bit safe.
And the end is in
Nice.
sight. There he is with the clear, tying things back up. Getting his 3 1-ups. Feeney dealing with secret techniques.
Secrets.
No clears. That, you know, I feel like a lot of runners just skip these right away, but in these last 2 races, Feeney's definitely been willing to play through these no clear levels a little bit more than I would expect from a lot of our runners.
Feeney knows this tech. That's really cool. Feeney is a strong player in that she spends a lot of time with the game. She's very observant, and she knows tech. And yeah, she knew that clipping through the floor tech. I wonder if she knows this trick, because these tech levels can either be your worst nightmare or the best thing ever if you like. Oh, I know this trick. So I'm wondering if I actually don't know what the goal here is for Feeney. So let's watch and learn together. I know a bit about this game, but I am not sure what she's going for. I think she wants to scroll the camera up right now. I think there's something above that note block that'll drop a key, and if she can like get into the wall or up into the corner, I'm not really sure what was up with that. Trihex too, getting a sad death in this crazy enemy spam level.
Sees the outline of the axe, just needs a Yoshi to get through.
Oh, he lost his Yoshi right at the end. The get to the goal on Yoshi condition is kind of an exception to that power-up rule, because at the very least, if you take damage and lose Yoshi, you could get him back, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you really want to leave yourself recovery room when you're doing a race like this. You really don't want to be pressured to get everything right off the bat. You want to be able to recover. That helps you save time and get clears instead of worry about this or that.
Yeah, absolutely. Feeney giving another try to this precision, I guess, Kaizo jumping level.
I like in Trihex's level how Yoshi is just like in the cage there and they're all just guarding him. Like, that's funny. I don't know.
Ooh, dying in the same spot there, Feeney, struggling with that P jump.
Yeah, P switch jumps are a little bit more lenient of a frame window to get them in Mario Maker 2 as opposed to Mario Maker 1. Original P jumps in Mario Maker 1 were basically free, but still is a tight timing, and especially to get a bunch of them in a row like that setup shows for Feeney.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's a great question to maybe ask you. I've noticed that doing a ZP jump is much harder than doing a spin jump off of a P switch is a lot harder than a standard P jump. Is that?
I'm not
commentary there.
I'm not really sure. I think it has to do a lot with how the player holds the controller, the way their hands are angled on the buttons. You know, even a slight amount of space between your finger and the buttons could affect timing. You got to figure, because frames are so fast, right? So I think it comes down to individual style. Also, I'd just like to point out what a sad skip that was for Trihex. He had that level down, and that Yoshi just got away from him. So that was
couldn't
rough.
tolerate it anymore. Now he just needs to make it through these boos. Oh.
If I were Trihex, I would give a couple of lives to this level. He's got 13 to mess with, and it's only one jump. I'd be willing to lose 5 or 6 or 7 trying to get this because it's so gosh darn short.
Yeah, definitely. Feeney, realizing having lost the cat suit, she can't make it through these piranhas. She's skipping. 6 minutes left, 6.5 minutes. Pretty low clear match so far. And tied up, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, I've really been liking this match because of just how their styles are different, but they kind of achieve the same thing. They're both getting low scoring matches, but really getting into these levels and clearing some tough stuff and committing to some trickier stuff. I think they're like strangely very evenly matched. It's very cool to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Trihex finally making that boo jump, getting his third clear, taking the lead.
Yeah. In my IMHO, worth it. Worth it to spend the lives on that just for how short it was. It's just one silly trick.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Feeney, this is a great level for her because not only like she has to get to the goal without touching the ground, and she's also racking up a ton of 1-ups. So if she beats this, she just banks 3 1-ups. I love infinite bounce combos like that. Feeney making it look too easy. That was great.
Absolutely. Great job, Feeney, with her third clear. Time things back up. These two constantly answering each other's clears with a clear of their own. Very evenly matched. Something else I've liked about this match is both of them, they know when to dig into the level, but they also know when they've done enough and it's time to skip it, even if they've poured a lot of time into it.
Yeah, both these players play with a lot of confidence in their skills. And I like to see that, especially when they come up against a level that maybe I would say, I don't know about that. Like, what are you going for that one for? And no, they just go for it. Oh, Feeney. Oh,
trolled.
No.
Soft lock.
Oh, the guys, they tempted the player with the 1-up there. Like, come on in, it's a 1-up. Oh, what a cheap trick. Ooh, Trihex making the wrong decision. He needed to send the Koopa shell into that space to activate that on-off block.
He says bye-bye.
Get out of there.
Yeah, this is such a close match. 4.5 minutes left. It's all tied up.
Oh, man, this level that Trihex is on, Sky War. Yeah, I saw that one with Luke Spacewalker. Yeah.
Sky Jumper? Something like that. Star Killer. Feeney with the skip. Oh, Trihex. Just missing that edge, and he's saying, get out of here. Gome number 9, easy edition for Feeney.
I always wonder about these ones that are, Timmy's excellent level number 8. Like,
yeah, does Timmy really have 8 levels? Feeney, 37-second record. She's gonna stick with this one.
I wonder. I think if she dies, she may try this level again because the Yoshi flutter is going to give her so much distance. She may just YOLO jump this. Looking at the 30-second record, I think that's what she's probably
totally
thinking
wanted
right now.
to try.
Yeah.
You could see she wanted to try YOLOing that, but she thought, I don't know, I better just... Oh, Trihex with the clear number 4.
Ooh. Feeney doesn't go for the jump. Interesting. I really thought she would. It sometimes can be difficult to make those decisions. I mean, who do you trust in a crazy world full of enemy spam and nonsense? What is real? Who do we believe? Oh yeah, Feeney has to go for it now. There was a pipe. Oh no. There was a pipe to the left right underneath her. That's one of those silly levels where like there's one little thing down there and you don't know where it is.
And they don't put indicators because great level design. Trihex minute 7-second record on this level.
Yeah, Trihex looking pretty calm going through this. Not a lot of enemies. He's got a power up, but unfortunately having to deal with this very slow block snake. He might be trying to wall jump up there. Ooh, no, he can't get that distance. The horizontal distance between this guy is a little bit too much for him to get height. Yeah, he's got to wait for the snake, but still making a quick jump over there to save himself a little bit of time. Trihex always is looking for those optimizations. A little bit of faster way to go, a little bit of way to wall jump up somewhere and skip something. I like that about his style. He's very like classically speedrun oriented.
Absolutely. Feeney's level has a pretty short record. Just got to be careful of these bombs. That's what got her last time. Found the door. And there is the goalpost. Nice. Feeney with another clear. Time things back up. 1 minute 50 seconds. Anybody's match.
Yeah, solid clear for Feeney. Just really no problem on that one. Those are the kind of levels you want. You know, one death, maybe, yeah, you get right through, no big deal. If they could all be like that. Oh, trihex, oh, man.
Trihex trying to
Oh,
find the
no.
right way.
I think he may have been trying to investigate a little bit, see if there's anything down there he missed, or maybe looking for a pipe or something.
Feeney doing some piranha plant bouncing. Feeney's had a lot of these levels that have been kind of, you know, one trick, one concept levels.
Yeah, they're easy to build.
Definitely not necessarily easy to play, but sticking to a theme. I hear the bounce.
Yeah, you know, you see that with a lot of Mario Maker stuff. It's kind of like over a broad range of levels. Like a lot of stuff will come to the surface that's like easy to make and difficult to play. You know, you see those over and over. Like that model kind of resurfaces. Trihex with the smart move, grabbing the fireball. I thought maybe he was gonna try to, yeah, fight Bowser with it. Oh, he sees what he has to do. He needs the P switch right now. Also, GG Feeney for the clear. That was kind of a given the way that level was. Oh man, Trihex just
20 seconds.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, Trihex tying it up. Looks like we are very likely going into overtime here, guys.
Very cool. So Feeney's trying to decide, does she skip this? Does she keep going with this?
And I feel like overtime's the hardest time to make that decision because you know, next clear wins, you've already invested a little time, you already have a little information.
Yeah, I've always personally felt like for overtime, it's all unless the level you're on is just really horrible, it's probably better to stick with it because you have some info. You know something where the next clear is going to take it. Information about the level is a really good weapon. Feeney may be looking for some boxes or something.
In chat asking how overtime works, basically, both players still have infinite skips. They can play until they clear a level. Next clear wins. Ooh, Feeney taking another death. Of course, if they get a game over or something, then their clear count drops down and the other player wins. Neither of these racers are in danger. That it doesn't look like, but
yeah, not that I don't think they know this right now, but both of them looking for something. But you got to kind of wonder, okay, is my opponent on a level that they know? Where are they? You know, at sudden death. But neither racer right now kind of like seems to have a handle on their particular level. They're both looking, they're searching.
Feeney finding a 50-second record, and it looks like she thinks this one might be the level for her.
Feeney's level is about hitting these on-off switches. She used the shell to hit the first one, and she's going to use that icicle to hit the second one. That checkpoint is really big. That's going to save progress, and that's probably going to be incentive for her to stay committed to this level in particular.
Oh, she's got to be nearing the end here. 50-second run. Gonna clear these blowy billies. Is that what they're called? Blowy billies?
I've heard them called so many names. I think their official name is Whirlwind. I've been calling them Blowy Joeys because it rhymes. The mechanic that Feeney was using there, when the dotted line block is open, stuff can pass through it. And when it's closed, if there's something right in the way of it, it'll just kill that enemy. And it looks like that's what Feeney wants to do here. She wants to get that Goomba in the middle of the blue block when it's outlined, and then quickly hit the switch and kill the Goomba that way. Oh, nice play by Feeney, not going into the gap and standing on the red block, but standing on the edge so that she has multiple tries at hitting that. That's pretty clever.
Waiting for this Goomba to move into that block.
Yeah, it looks like the level designer wanted you to stand in there and take one shot at it, but Feeney kind of getting around that by
big
just...
brain moves.
Yeah. Trihex is fighting these bullies right now. I'm not... I don't know. He's
Feeney
trying to
finds her key. Is this it? Ending is in sight. And
there
that's it. That's the match. Feeney taking round 2.
Yeah, it looks like the search for that key kind of gave Trihex a little bit of trouble, cost him some time.
interesting.
He was trying to find it out. He wasn't really getting. He wasn't getting to make forward progress in the level. Nice match. That was very close the whole way.
Very close, and for both, it hinged on finding a key. That was, you know, similar levels too. All right, great match, and we are all tied up going into round 3. This is for all the marbles, guys. Now, of course, each runner will get 1 point for the match that they've taken. The one who takes this next match will get 2 points. They'll get a point for the match and a bonus point for winning the race. So, Trihex clearing out of his level for the flare.
Oh, bonus points, man. That's my favorite sound in all of video gaming. When you get to the end of the level, you get those bonus points racking up. Blah, 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 blah. It's just free money, man.
Gotta love it. All right, guys, and as we are getting ready to jump into the 3rd round, oh, we've got a little bit. Trihex cleared that after our clear counter had reset. So, see if we can get that. Yep, back to 0. Trihex needing to reset his timer. Alrighty. And everybody in chat, drop some love for the racer that you're voting for. This is it, guys. This is big. Winner of this will take 3 points out of this race.
Oh, and may I just say, honk. Thank you. Yo, traditional castle or velocity castle? Take your pick. Whatever, you know. What are you feeling today?
For Feeney, minute 43 for Trihex. Seems like Feeney got the better castle.
But velocity.
Who wants velocity anyway? Ooh. Taking some fire to the face, Feeney.
That's not very traditional of you, Castle.
Yeah, I don't know how much Zing I've seen in a traditional castle.
Trihex with a more traditional looking SMB1 kind of level right now.
Feeney sees that checkpoint but takes a fire bar.
Wait, Trihex's level is called Fortress of Great Sky? Like, yeah, I can vibe with that. I like, Sky is great.
Feeney gonna be careful. Yeah, getting her checkpoint here.
That was a really good wall jump sequence for Feeney. Getting around those spike blocks with the bigger hitbox, too.
Yep. And moving into the subworld. Trihex moving a little slowly through this level. Slow, methodical, careful. Making sure he doesn't miss anything.
Oh. Yeah. It's those teeter-totters. They really can get out of your way because they're positioned in such a way that when they're flat, you have no problem landing on it. And as soon as that Goom Brat or Goom Buddy or Goom Guy or whatever his name is walks over onto the right, tips it up, you can't make that jump anymore. That's deceptive.
And Feeney with the clear. Trihex has, it looks like he's on maybe like a single screen level. Clears the ends right there in sight. And a skip. Not sure how to use that tech.
Yikes! He gets some strange tech levels. Like I was saying, the one crazy trick levels can either be a dream come true or just I have no idea what this move is.
Feeney
That's a 4-minute record for Trihex. He's out.
Oh, Feeney getting a 20-second speed run. I feel like with these, yeah, they can be really difficult and you can end up sinking a lot of time into them, but you got to try it at least once, right?
The speedrun levels?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really depends. It's like a nice speed run, there's speed run, and then there's a speed run. You know, you want to get the nice ones. If you try to get a tough one, you're gonna be stuck. The how optimized is the run, and that's pretty much whether or not it's good or bad for something like this. Nice clear for Trihex getting a super fast one. I barely even had time to see what he did there.
Tying things up. Feeney trying to figure out what she needs to do after this turnaround.
There's a thwomp that hits the switch for her and flips those blocks. I kind of like the way that level flowed. You go all the way out to the right to get the key, and then go all the way back to the left to get in the door. That was cool.
Feeney, with her second clear, retaking the lead. Trihex looking for something that feels good to him. A level that he feels good playing.
Yeah, I legitimately missed that really quick clear that Trihex got. Did he find a DevX? I saw him start a new level, and I looked away, and he was gone. Oh, well, I guess he wins.
Already cleared it.
Too fast. Yo, Kaizo spelled Kayzo. Nice.
43-second record.
Yeah, they spell it like text-to-speech pronounces it. Oh, a good trick for Trihex there, too. You know, they've got these shell jump training levels where they give you a shellmet out of a pipe. Putting a shellmet on before actually
that
going
extra
for the
hit.
jump, yeah, can't save you from a pit, but that is a good strat if you don't have a pit there and the shell would rebound and hit you. Normally that would kill you, but you put the shellmet on like a smart person, so you're all right. But Trihex, yeah, just neglecting the shellmet entirely.
Feeney's level looking really easy, just has to get all these coins, but probably a tight timer.
Yep, she's got 4 seconds.
And she gets it, clears it with third clear for Feeney. Trihex at 1.
That was a nice little level. Upside down, but only one screen. I kind of dig that. The upside down one screen speedrun, I think, could be a thing.
Yeah. I think upside down levels probably shouldn't exceed more than just a couple of screens. They're so difficult. Hard to think upside down.
I made exactly one upside down level.
That's one more than me. Oh. Feeney hitting the Kaizo block. Looks like maybe a regrab level or something.
Well, the maker says it's easy, so I mean, what?
Oh,
I wonder what this trick is. Does she maybe just want a long jump right from the edge, or is there some little tech thing we're not aware of?
Oh, trying to get that
a ton of levels boost. Where I don't know the trick, you know? There's one little weird thing, and I don't know what it is. There's a lot of specificity with Mario tech, you know? There's a lot of very case-specific tricks and situations have to be set up in a particular way.
Got a 47-second level for Trihex. Yeah, this looks like maybe a multiplayer level.
Yep.
Thought about skipping it twice, but then ultimately said, I will give it one try.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea because a lot of these 4-track multiplayer levels they don't have any enemies. They're just some obstacles and stuff. Uh-oh, wait, I spoke too soon. Oh, I spoke way too soon.
Those spinies. Feeney with another upside down level, but she has a star.
Really good grab on that star. She was in like a one-tile space and managed to thread the needle there. If possible, Feeney would probably like to keep that moon on screen. Whenever she touches the moon, it'll destroy all the sprites, and she might want to save that for a very specific time, or, you know, just not break her run. That was helpful too.
Yikes. Trihex with another clear. 3-2. 7.5 minutes left. Still anybody's race. Feeney being much more careful now after having eaten a few spikes. Ooh,
nice recovery.
Excellent recovery. And now it looks like she just has to ride this snake block to the end.
One can only hope. Why would anyone go
Why
in
would
that locked
anybody
door?
go for that Bowser fight? I don't know. True ending, I guess.
Why would anyone
Feeney
do
confused
that?
too. Fourth clear. 2 clears over trihex, but we've still got 6 minutes, 46 seconds left. Plenty of time. This match can certainly go either way.
Ooh, that was a tough one for Trihex. He got the crane was falling from it was on a track that was off screen and it was falling, and so he has to get in the crane and jump really quickly. Normally you can hang in a crane and just wait or kind of spot your landing, but that was kind of trips you up because it happens really fast. Plus crane jumps with that momentum anyway can be kind of strange. So that was kind of a weird trick there.
Oof. Feeney running into that prone plant. Yeah, that's a super difficult trick. I gotta move really quickly to be able to hit that in time.
Yeah, and you know one might think that the presence of a coin trail here is really helping out. Like, why is it so hard? I gave you a coin trail, and the problem is that coin trails and indicators like that are only accurate to a certain degree. And so you notice Trihex was making a lot of jumps that were different. They worked and they got him through the next part, but it was a different trajectory than the coin trails indicated. And sometimes coin trails can actually really screw you up, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like you're trying to go right and they're kind of indicating left, and they can be distracting in that way. So that was a tough level because it seemed playable.
Yeah. Sometimes you run into that, like, what side of the coin do you need to hit kind of thing. Because they're that specific.
Yeah. Yeah, the tendency is to think that, like, spatial divisions in Mario only work on, like, one tile. Like, one tile is the smallest division of space, and that is not even,
not the case, yeah.
Yeah, you can get down to, like, an eighth of a tile. I mean, look at, you'll see these players landing right on the edge of a platform, right on the very edge pixel of something. And, yeah, you can divide blocks and tiles up a lot more smaller than, more smaller? Yeah, grammar.
Yeah, definitely something that people who maybe haven't played a lot of more difficult levels or haven't watched a lot of them just don't recognize that.
Oh, geez. Trihex getting the clear, some pretty easy jumping, and Feeney actually trying to take the car up those bouncy platforms. I applaud the effort. It might have kept her safe a little bit, because the car, even while it's kind of clunky, is a type of a damage boost.
Absolutely.
Feeney getting her clear, though. Nice job.
Yeah, Feeney wants to keep that 2 clear buffer between she and Trihex. 4 minutes, 9 seconds left. The great thing about the car is that you can blow through almost anything with it. You can kill a Boom Boom in one shot with the car. And
yeah, there is a lot
that's
of
a great boost to have.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't like the car, but...
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, that's the kind of situation, because you're making a decision, okay, do I waste a little bit of time to get the car and have extra power, or do I just forget the car and give up that extra power for a little bit of speed? Trihex getting some one-ups off his clear. That's going to help his life.
Yep. Reducing that down to a single clear buffer. Tight match here. With 3.5 minutes left. Trihex finds those right levels, and this could go either way. This looks like maybe a 10-second speedrun. Single trick.
Oh, man.
Very
Feeney getting chased by these angry gentlemen.
Those angry wigglers. Flying angry wigglers on a track. Everybody's favorite kind of angry wigglers. Trihex trying to clutch this super precise jump, and he skips it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how many
lives on it. He has 4 lives left.
Yeah, that was probably the issue. If Trihex would have had more lives, that would have been the perfect level to hang out and throw 6 lives at and get a really quick clear. That's unfortunate. That's what I was saying earlier in the match, though. I wonder if lives are going to come in, because both these players tend to commit a little bit, and that can have a big impact on their life total after a while if you're not careful.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Feeney making it to the pipe. Gets to run from some more angry wigglers.
I love how excited Chad is about the cat.
Trihex got a little distraction. I didn't even notice. He's taking it very well. Not distracted at all.
Cat percent.
And Trihex blowing through these guys with this star. Sees the end. Feeney with clear number 6.
Wow, Feeney getting aggressive with this. Trihex has this superstar run though, so hopefully, yeah, he's in there.
Clear number 5 for Trihex. Feeney really doesn't want to go into another overtime. She just wants to end it straight out. Trihex, if he gets the right level, you know, he can still clutch it. He could still, you know, get 2 good levels and end it before they even go in overtime, but really got to pick his levels at this point. That cat.
My cat does the exact same thing to me when I'm trying to play. He has wrecked PBs and speed runs. I can relate. Oh no, what is this for Feeney? What does she even have to do? She's got a shell, but is she blocked in? She is indeed. Not sure what's up with that.
Okay, guys, last minute. You know, we've only got 45 seconds left. Show your love for your runner. This is what it all comes down to. Trihex can clutch that clear. We go into OT.
Yeah, Trihex really wants to find this exit right now. Oh, this might be it. It looks like a staircase.
Looks like a staircase.
Nope. Just a fake staircase.
Trolled. 22 seconds.
Some rotten luck on both sides for these runners. Nicely getting back in that pipe though. Trihex crouched and did a little air stall to minimize his hitbox and get in that vertical pipe. That was a good move.
Back to the beginning, and that's the match. Congratulations to Feeney and to Trihex, keeping that a very close match. We'll see if we can get them in here for interviews.
Yeah, great match.
Yeah, looks like. Not sure if we're going to get interviews or not. Let's see. Looks like we've got Feeney here. Feeney, how you feeling coming off that big win?
I'm feeling good.
Good. You and Trihex, that keeps you at an even record now.
Yay, we're tied.
Yep. Congratulations. How are you feeling, you know, coming off that match with the Beast into this match with Trihex? You guys are a little closer in standings, feeling a little more comfortable, you know?
Not really. Like, it's it's about even, I'd say. No more, no less than facing off against the Beast. It's a fresh match.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Just let everything slide off.
Did you feel like you were a little bit more warmed up, like doing a second match, or a little bit more exhausted on the second time around?
Definitely more exhausted. Like, I was warmed up, but I was also more exhausted.
Yeah. Yo, I wanted to say congrats on that really clutch skip when you fell. Like, you almost had to go right by the Hammer Brothers, and you skipped the level before you died with your last life. That was great.
Thank you.
That was great. That was my personal favorite play of the day.
That was the highlight of the whole night. Is the one life clutch skip.
Man, that was amazing. And Feeney, how were you feeling? You were getting a lot of upside down levels that last match, and I feel like those are really frustrating levels.
Oh, I don't like when there's like Heizel elements in upside down, but regular upside down I'm okay with.
Oh, well, you clutched it out really well. Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of Trihex, so I feel honored to have raced against him.
Yeah,
he's a very good player.
You were both showing a little love to each other, so that was great. Well, thanks so much for your time. Congrats on the win, and yeah, this actually wraps up our races for the night.
Cool. Thank you for having me, and I hope everybody has a good night.
Yeah, take care.
GG.
GG.